Good evening, friends. Welcome, everybody.
Hi,
Good
everybody.
evening. Hiya.
Fingers crossed we're going to be all right tonight, but the weather here is appalling.
It is here as well.
So
Yeah.
because we're on satellite Wi-Fi, if I get cut off, I do apologise. But
And I don't know what
I'll
I'm
do my best.
freezing for all the time. Because when I freeze, I see you're frozen. So I don't know.
Yeah, you will. You will. But
Oh, well, never mind.
it'll all work out. Hello, everybody who's
Suzanne.
commenting.
Hello, everybody. Hope you're all well.
Yeah. It's been a strange day here. It's been quite warm, but overcast all day, and now it's chucking it down.
Yeah, it's raining here, either.
Not
Yeah,
good.
it's same here.
not good.
I think it's all over. It's predicted, but apparently we're going to have a nice day tomorrow. Apparently,
lovely.
we're going to have
Lovely.
start off cloudy and rainy, and then we're going to have some sunshine. But I shan't see it because I'll be indoors all day.
Well,
There you go.
I'm going to WAF and I'm determined I am going to WAF.
Oh, well, I wish
Very
I could
nice.
join you, sweetheart. If I didn't have
Very
this
nice.
show, I
know.
would go.
I've just had a text from our lovely Tess.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Whose birthday it was this week?
oh, happy birthday, Tess.
Yes.
I'd sent it, yeah.
Evening, Jan. Evening, Helen. Right.
Tara, Nicola,
Yeah.
Laura, Jill,
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes.
everyone. Andrew,
So
James,
many
Drain
people.
is on.
Is it? Oh, yes. Hi,
Ah,
Andrew.
Hello,
That's
Andrew.
nephew.
I'm going to say that your nephew.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
where-
Jean.
Jean, where are you?
Tomorrow.
I'm coming down tomorrow, James. And I think Amy's coming as well.
Oh, that'll be nice. Is she taking Cohen?
Yeah, have you
Who's
seen his little...
So
he's got his
proud,
certificate.
seen his certificate.
Yeah. He's
Oh.
won Ed Teacher's Award for talking about his family and himself.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, and you and Michael had a mention as well, I've got to say.
Oh, did we? Oh,
Yes. His Uncle
Love
Tony and his
Cohen.
Uncle Michael, what buys all his books.
Oh,
That's what he told them. They buy me all my books.
that's nice.
Lovely, yeah. He loves reading though, bless him, and it's just such a
does.
good thing for kids to do. I love it.
He
No,
loves his
Teddy East
reading.
only 18.
Yep. He's on our way. Peace will end soon because
Oh, dear.
we'll have the boys, I've no doubt. Well, David, because Michael's with his nan and granddad, I think. But
Okay.
anyway, let's get this party started. We will start with an opening prayer, and I'm sure Pam will have some poetry down here somewhere. Yes, I thought so. Oh, hugs and kisses to you too, Evelyn.
Oh, thank you,
Evelyn,
Evelyn.
thank you.
Right. So, could we all blend together, please? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity of gathering together across the Wi-Fi and internet today. I pray that our Wi-Fi holds up just long enough for me to carry out this service. And as always, we promise that everything we do tonight will be done with love, truth, and honesty in our hearts. I ask that the guides for Jean, Irene, and myself step forward to support and inspire us through this short service, and that the loved ones of those present step forward to offer messages of truth, proof, love, and upliftment. At the end of this evening, Father, we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours, with love, with honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody.
Right, okay. This is the one I told you about the other night, Tony.
Oh, yes, yes.
I've tried to print it off, but for some reason my printer's not working. So I hope I can read my horrible writing. Sometimes I can't read my own writing. It's only a short one, but it's called When Angels Sing. When angels sing in heaven, the whole world would stop and listen. Their voices undulate with the purity of sound, never too soft to be unheard, never too loud. When angels sing in heaven, there's beauty in God's house that the words sung. I thought I couldn't read it. This had to stop and be inspired. The gentleness of sound has now begun. When angels sing in heaven, a new song will now begin, with the harmonies and harps joining in. Pure and clear voices rise and fall as they sing. When angels sing in heaven, nuns and monks on earth lend their voices. God and his Son hear the melody on their ears. Music builds up, there are harmonies and choices. And when all is finished, the spirit world cheers. When angels sing in heaven, there are tears that come to your eyes. You know from spirit to earth, love is descending, a beautiful noise that brings tears and sighs.
Oh, that's very
like
different,
that.
Irene.
Yeah,
Yes, very
Yeah.
different.
I like the imagery of as we sing here on earth,
Yeah,
the chorus of angels sing as well, and that's
sing
that's
as well.
lovely because it yeah,
Really
because
different.
it is praise, isn't it? And it is worship when people sing or
Yeah.
pray, and yeah,
It's
I love
beautiful.
it.
I will put it on for you, people. I will put it on Jean's or Tony's, and then you can get a copy for
Put it-
yourselves if you want.
Put it on both, put it everywhere.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
can't put it on All Spirits Together because it's on my other account, and I keep saying to Jean to get you to take me off of that one and put me on my new one.
Oh,
That's my fault. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting. No, I keep forgetting.
Please send healing to his family to Tiny.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Of course, absolutely no problem. I'll do the notices now before I forget because I've got COVID fog, and if I don't do things instantly, it goes out of my head and I forget all about it.
That's really old age, Tony, love. That's old age creeping in.
I'm blaming COVID. Leave me alone. Monday night, we've actually got 2 tickets to go and see Will Young at City Hall in Sheffield, the singer Will Young.
Oh, very nice.
So I
Hi,
won't be,
Mario.
I won't be doing a service on Monday, but hopefully, if I'll talk to Jean and Irene on either Tuesday or Wednesday, if we can fit it in, we'll do one there
It would
instead.
have to be Wednesday because I'm out. We're out Tuesday, Jean.
Yeah, no, I've got it down.
Well then, Wednesday, and then we'll try and get one in on Friday again as well. So, but
Yeah.
I will try and get 2 in a week. The days might change depending on diaries and
Yeah.
what's happening, and because life happens and stuff. So, but we will try and get at least 2 in a week. So there.
And father-in-laws.
And father-in-laws, obviously, yeah.
Sorry, I had to put that in. Oh.
Hi Mario, you're in our healing books as well.
Yes, you are, darling.
As is Pam's father-in-law.
Oh, dearie me.
So if everybody could send some healing out to Mr. Renshaw, please, because he needs it at the minute, bless him.
Thank you. It would be grateful.
Sorry, I'm drinking like a fish because I keep coughing.
You thirsty. Makes you thirsty, COVID.
It's horrible, and it's just settled on my chest, and it's just not, well, our chest, because it's Michael's is as bad as mine, bless him.
Oh dear.
I know, it's horrid.
What I want to know is who gave it to whom. Who had the feet out of bed?
Michael,
right.
He was in a meeting with somebody all day on the Friday, and we went to see George Ezra on the Sunday, and on the Monday the meetings were all moved and cancelled, moved online, and the physical meetings cancelled because the boss had come down with COVID, and Michael was in a meeting with him all day Friday.
Oh dear.
So it's Michael's
we
boss,
need-
really.
It's Michael's boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
nightmare.
you could sack him and let Michael take over.
Yeah. I'm going to sue him for damages. I'm going to sue him for
Oh.
damages. But yeah, it's left me really woolly-headed and with a cough and a wheeze. But there we go. There's my mum, as my mum always said, there are plenty in the graveyard who wish they had COVID. So
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah. Dearie
Yeah.
me, I don't know.
it's awful, Jess, isn't it? It really is awful, and the numbers are spiking again. So
Yeah, they've
And-
said this.
Yeah.
annoyingly, it means we can't have our boosters now for 4 weeks because you can't.
COVID. You've got to be free, haven't you?
You've got to be
We
free
are-
for 28 days.
We had ours the same day Jean had hers. They were in a different place.
yeah.
They came to house for me with me not being well, so that was good this
Yeah.
time.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, we were in Pound Stretcher in Withensea today, and I was trying to say something, and I said, "Oh, we've had COVID, and I've got fog and da da da." And she says, "Oh, I had my flu jab in that arm and my COVID jab in that arm," and she says, "And both my arms are dead." So she says, "I'm having to like lift my hands up to try and work."
I will
the
look
tail."
at the kid, well, because I've got lymphedema in my right arm. I had them both in my left, and I didn't think you could. And she says, "Yeah," she says, "I can give you both in your left arm."
They're not supposed to because they make you.
Yeah, it hurt
it'll
for
make
2
your arm
days.
really, really sore, but
It's
yeah.
just that she didn't want to risk. I says, "I know I can't have blood and blood, my pressure." She says, "I'm not risking giving you a needle."
No.
But my left arm hurt for 2 days when I went on it. I were all right.
Yeah.
I went poorly, just hurt.
Ed was really poorly with it for 48
My mum-
hours.
My mum had it, Jess. No, my mum and dad had it in the summer, and my mum's still coughing, and they found she's got thickening in her lungs. So
Of course,
Oh,
they
you
do.
said that, yeah.
yeah,
Well,
not good,
Not well.
I'll put her in my mind as well.
but yeah.
It's Josie, isn't it, your mum?
Josie, yeah.
Yeah, Josie.
Sorry, I've just rubbed my hands and my bones all cracked.
That's old age.
Not nice. I wasn't expecting it.
What?
That's all. My fingers weren't stiff or anything. So yeah.
Gina, are you trying to insinuate that our Tony's getting old, darling?
Well, they keep saying I am.
26. I know Jean's 96 next time. Aren't you, Jean?
So what can you do? Compete with that?
Oh, dearie me. It's going to be one of them
that's it.
nights, is it, tonight?
It is, yeah.
I've
I'm
missed
just
him.
pleased-
Can I say we've spoke on phone, but not as much, and I've seen him on here, but I have missed him. I
I know.
really have
It's
missed him.
both of you. I haven't seen you for ages.
You've seen me.
I know I've seen you, but I haven't seen Tony and Michael for ages.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Have you found a medium yet? Stavely are
When
looking for a
for?
medium for Sunday.
Yeah, they are. I can't do it because I've
No,
got
I
hours.
can't either.
Oh.
I've had
If
about 8
anybody
people
knows a
come to
medium
me.
that's going to be around Chesterfield on Sunday, get in touch with Tony Poole,
Tony.
who's here. There, look, Tony.
Yeah, nice lady, Tony.
I do
It's a
apologise,
lovely
Tony.
pet. It's
One, I
gorgeous.
can't drive, and two, I've got the centre on Sunday. It's my turn.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a show at Bowls over. It's been booked for ages, Saturday, Sunday. So
If I was home, I'd have come down myself, lovely. And plus, it's not that long since I was there. But if you were stuck, I'd have come and done it for you, darling.
what about Nicola? Could our Nicola
She
do it?
can't drive. She
Oh.
can't,
Can't drive
the
at the
moment.
minute.
I thought she did drive.
She does,
She
but she
can't
can't
at
at the
the minute.
moment. She's not well at minute.
Oh right, okay. Okay.
But yes, if
And
anybody,
I wouldn't put her on her own out there on her own yet. Anyway,
not at the
bless
minute,
her.
no. But no, if anybody knows a medium that's free on Sunday and is within driving distance to Staveley in Chesterfield, please get in touch with Tony Poole or Samantha Bradshaw, and
And it's a lovely
wonderful
centre to
You'll
work
have a
in.
wonderful
Beautiful.
time. It's a gorgeous church. It is a gorgeous church. Oh dear. Anyway, here we are. If
Here
anybody
we
has
are.
any questions or comments while the service is going on, please drop them in the comments and we'll pick up as many as we can as we're going on. And your daughter Helen had COVID. I think that's supposed to say a year ago, and now under the hospital with long COVID, says Sharon Calladine. Oh,
Oh, dear.
bless.
Oh dear.
And Jan Driver said my sister-in-law has it, and she only has 1.5 lungs.
It's
Oh,
damaging.
Very damaging.
I'll pray for her. I'll remember in my prayers when we, tonight. Oh, bless. But like I said, if you've got any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about while we're online, please drop it in. If we're giving messages, we'll pick it up afterwards. Has anybody got a link or a connection?
I haven't yet. Just keep hearing a song, but I ain't got anybody with the song, just the song. So I'll
Just
see who comes
that's
forward.
annoying when that happens.
Yeah, it's just a song what keeps going round in my head.
Oh no, which song is it?
The Wings of a Dove.
On the
On the
wings of
wings
a
The
snow
Snow White Dove. Yeah,
dove, he
it's a
sent
country
it.
song.
Oh, hello, Horus.
I don't know. That's all I keep hearing, but I don't know who I've got with
Yeah,
me. Just the song,
It's
which is
We
unusual for me.
it's a country song.
It is,
Oh,
and we sang it, Jean, last time we were at. Go on, Jamroz.
Did we?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes. When
Yeah,
we were all at Jamroz together,
yes, we did.
sang
Yeah.
The Wings of a Dove.
Well, it's that
Yeah.
song anyway. So if it does,
Yeah.
if anybody can relate to it, please say so, and we'll see if
Oh,
we can
you
take
see-
it from there.
Now I've got it, and I've got a lady. Come on, sweetheart. Okay. Michael.
Madness did Wings of a Dove.
I know Madness is Wings of a Dove, but not that version.
Nobody said which version. You just said Wings of a Dove.
Oh, it might have been Wings. It might have been the Madness one, Michael. It could
What's
be.
that one?
Whoa, whoa. On the wings of a dove.
No,
Oh,
No,
no, it's
no.
not that one.
it's
no,
not that one.
definitely.
Definitely not that one.
Nick Cox says he was thinking Madness 2. Hi, Nick. Hope you're all right. Feels ages since
Yeah.
I've seen you because with different things, I've not been able to make any of the Rainbow Project stuff. Anyway, this lady's now prodding me in the
Yeah.
ear.
Because I've got that song, so if you can connect somebody with it, then that's great.
Right. I've got this lady that stepped forward. She's given me a very maternal energy, but a very calm energy. So she would have been a very chilled, peaceful lady. I don't normally get physicality, but I feel like I want to be very petite, very short in stature, and I want sort of collar length hair with her. But she's going like this, so the collar length hair would have been like in the past when she was younger. She'd have had collar length hair, like a little bob. Oh, and do you know what she's just said to me? And then I had a Purdy cut and all.
Oh,
Do you remember Joanna Lumley in the Avengers?
Yeah.
That
Birdie.
Purdy cut. She had one of those as well. So in her
Yeah.
youth, she would have had this Purdy haircut as well. So I think what she's trying to tell you is she was quite trendy as well in her life while she was Earthside. Okay, lovely lady, lovely energy. I've got a wicked sense of humor with her as well because she's playing with all sorts of imagery in my head. So she's really sort of playing and playful. I know we've got a Jean, but I've got the name Jean as well running around in my head. So the name Jean, I'm not saying it's her name, but the name Jean would connect somewhere around and about this as well. Okay. She's given me a darkness around my chest, so I don't know if she means it's heart and lungs or if there was a breast issue, breast cancer, that type of issue as well that she wants to acknowledge. And come on, sweetie. She's talking about the 15th of a month as well. Haley, it sounds like your great nan, her daughter is Jean, and Sheridan, you can take this as well. Okay, well, listening, she's taken me around the 15th of a month. As you all know, I can be a little bit off with my dates, so 14th, 15th, 16th, but that period of time for birthdays, anniversaries, or passings. And she's also talking about new life, new life. So that could be a new baby that's arrived, a new baby that's on the way, or it could be even a pet that's come in, a puppy or a kitten or something. But she's talking about new life here, new life here. She's talking about babies with her in spirit, and it was babies. So around the family, there will be children that have gone to spirit. She had trouble breathing with a poorly chest. Bless her. Okay, Haley. You would understand the babies in spirit, not necessarily yours, but around the family there are babies in the world of spirit as well. No, darling, I'm not doing that. Okay. Oh, somebody, wherever this is, she's showing me her putting plaits into hair and tying them off with a bobble and ribbons. So I don't know if this was with you or was with somebody else in the family, but she's plaiting hair and then she's putting a bobble on and tying ribbons as well. Oh, and she said she would do it before you went to bed, and then in the morning when you took the bobble out, it would all be wavy and curved.
Wavy.
Yeah, I used to do that with my sisters. Your nan had several miscarriages, and Sheridan, you're still in as well, darling. Okay, sweetie, that's no problem. Right, she's showing me crossroads. When I see crossroads, not the program, when I see crossroads, like two roads crossing, that means for me somebody's at that point in their life where they've got to start making decisions. You're not sure about the plaits. That's okay, sweetie. If you're not sure about the plaits, just stay in and see where we're going with it. Somebody's at a point in their life where they have to make decisions and have to make changes. And what she's saying to me is, it's no good talking and talking and talking and talking. It's time to take action. And she's also saying that it's, oh, I'll take the left road. Oh, I'll take the right road. Oh, I'll take the left road. Oh, I'll take the right road. No, you can't keep flip-flopping and flip-flopping and flip-flopping. Make a decision. Trust your gut. Trust yourself. And as she said, that's very important. Trust in yourself, because you know you can do what needs to be done, and you know you can take the hard knocks that are going to come. Because whatever this decision is, either way you go is not going to be easy, but there's going to be lots of hard work involved, and you're more than capable of undertaking it. So trust yourself. All right, sweetheart? And you can take it as well. Okay. And Evelyn, I'm going to ask for something to try and split this down now then, because I want to narrow it.
Can everybody take everything though?
Yeah, because you've got Haley and Evelyn also saying that they can take it as
Yeah,
well.
he's just said
You've
that. I
got
just wondered if everybody
Yeah.
can take
Sorry.
it all.
Haley wasn't sure about the plaits, but if that was a
Yeah.
memory from years ago, I can take.
She's
I
not
can
forced
accept
to be.
that. That's
Yeah.
okay. Sheridan can take all of it, and so can Evelyn. Yeah, and so can Andrea. Okay. Right. Wherever this is, there's paperwork to come, and I've got a quill pen in my hand to do it, so that it's official paperwork. It's not. Bye, Tony. See you later.
Bye, Tony.
It's official paperwork that needs to be sorted out, and I feel like it needs returning quickly, because it's like what she's saying in my head is she's saying by return of post, by return of post. So sort it out, get it filled in, and get it sent back as quickly as you can. Also, issues with the car, because what she showed me was jacking a car up and undoing the wheel nuts, so puncture or something with the brakes. Get me getting all technical.
No.
Hello. Oh no. Oh gosh. Yeah. So there's something to do with, and it's a front wheel. It's a front wheel that she's talking about. Okay. So if you don't know about it now, just check your tire pressures, please, or check your brakes. Right. All right. I haven't got much. Oh, Sheridan, you have paperwork to send off, and your dad's car's being fixed tomorrow. Ow.
Oh.
Is it the wheel? Because show me a wheel. All right. Just for my own interest. All right. So as she's withdrawn her energy from me because she says, "Oh, I had enough now." It's her sense of humor. She just says, "Oh, I had enough now. I'm going." But as she's leaving me, I've got poppies. I've got go on, honeysuckle, and I've got a rosemary bush for some reason. So I will leave you with those plants. Oh, Sheridan, it's the wheel and the front underneath. So there will be
Close
Jack and
Tony
Mill
did.
steps.
So
Yeah,
there you
they will.
go. Yep.
Wow, there we are. Thank you very much. For those of you who couldn't take the last bits, please take the bits you could take. And yeah, bless
Well,
you. Thank you so much.
I don't know if it's the same lady connected, but still singing the song. But when you were talking, I know it's another lady, but very similar. But she'd show me a box where she would have the bracelets and, you know, like a jewellery box.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
a bit bigger than that. And I know that she would have got this out with children when they was young. So it'd be costume jewellery. I couldn't get my word out then. Where you would have looked in and she would have let you gone in and had a look and probably put it on and played with it, because this is what she's showing me. And she's taking me down memory lane. So that's another thing as well, where there would have been photos looked at and picked out, because I think this change is going to be made with photos within frames she's making reference to. I don't know if this is still connected to your lady or if I've got another one. Or Evelyn. Right. Is it? It is Evelyn, isn't it?
It's
Not
Evelyn,
Evelyn,
yeah.
it's Evelyn.
Yeah.
Because she's making reference to that. And bless her, and she's also saying about a rocking chair. She's actually sat at a rocking chair. So I know there would be a rocking chair somewhere within the family, whether it be in a bedroom or in the home. But she's making reference to that as well. Okay, I can see a blessing, this rocking chair. So I know that's important. And what else she's showing me is the chair where she would normally sit, or if it wasn't her, it was a gentleman. I'm not quite sure I'm looking at, but would have sat, and it would have had a table. Right, that's great. I know she's also, the rocking chair, but I know she's showing me a chair within the living room where she would have sat, or a gentleman would have sat, where they would have had a table with the papers or magazines or something on it, where they could get them easily. So there was like just outside so they can get them. And she's making reference to that. I know this lady would have loved a cup of tea, because
good night,
she's
Mario.
making... Oh, night, Mario. She's
No, Mario.
saying if anybody come, you know, the kettle always on. So I don't know. Oh, bless. So I know the kettle was always on in case anybody came, she's telling me. Okay. And I've got to give you some shortbread biscuits, sorry. But they had to be the proper ones, not these you're saying today. They had to be the proper buttery shortcake. So I've got to give you them as well, because they're important. She would have always had in. And she said, I would have always had sweets for the kids. She says, I didn't like them having too much, but I would have always had sweeties in, or something to give the kids when they went home. So I know there's that I can take. Oh, I'm sorry if it keeps crashing.
You can watch it back later, Sheridan.
Yeah, but I do believe, I know I'm somewhere probably with relation with what Tony's lady, where it's coming across. But I know the gentleman what's coming in with her would be not a very tall gentleman. I'm not going 6 foot, but he would have carried a bit of weight with him because he's coming in. But he would have been one of these right laid back gentlemen. What he just laid back and took everything in his stride. Right easy going gentleman, I've got to say, because he sat there and it's as if I'll just let him get on with it. I'll just let him talk and I'll just sit here. As long as I get my cuppa, he says, and I can read my paper, he's quite content. So I've got that gentleman as well. Can I please, as I'm listening here, I've got a David as well connected within the family or the friends. And I've also got a Brian, which is connected as well. I've got the month of August as a birthday. And I've got to take you to, all right, darling, just go a bit slower. And I've got to take you to the month of November. And I'm going towards the back end of November. There would have been a passing. Okay. I don't know my flowers, plus Tony's give flowers out anyway. But I'll just leave the memories, the both because gentleman's been here as well, what they've both fetched in. And I'll say night with a, yeah, you can take my hand down to his father, David, my cousin was Brian. Right, thank you. That is lovely. So we did sort it out. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, both of you. I'm sorry we still hadn't actually broke it down, but obviously it were meant for you both. Right, thank you.
And
It
like
have
we
to
said,
wait.
if you
Sorry?
can't take everything, then just take the bits.
Yeah,
that you
sorry,
can.
Tony. Yeah, you'll say, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what's important.
Yeah.
Okay, darling. Thank you for working with us anyway. And let me and Tony meet your family.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes it's lovely to meet the family in spirit.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's really nice. Really
Yeah.
nice.
See what they get up to, can't you?
I know. Oh,
Great, and then past November.
Right. Okay. I've got
Oh, bless.
a gentleman that's come forward, and he's not very tall. This gentleman. He's quite small, about 5'4", 5'6", something like that. But he's chunky, so I don't know if he was a weightlifter or if he was, because it looks like he was a bodybuilder or something like that, because the way that I'm looking at him, he's got a broad chest and he's got muscles, but he wasn't one of those that go to these shows. He just did it for the exercise and stuff like that. And he's talking, this was, how far are we going back, sweetheart? Right. He's saying he's been in spirit about 15 years. So this would have been sort of going, what we into, about the 90s when he passed. Would that be about right? No.
no.
Yeah. No,
2005.
2000s, somewhere around about there when he passed. He's talking about 4 in the family. So I don't know if that's 4 children, mum, dad, and 2, or 1 parent and 3. He's giving me a stroke type condition because my face wants to drop down a bit, and he's saying that when he had that, he was still mobile, and because it was only a slight one, then he had another one, a massive one, that took him to spirit. He's mentioning Graham as a name. I don't know if it's his name, but he's mentioning Graham, and he's also mentioning a Luke, and he knows he's got grandchildren on the earth plane. And apart from the weightlifting, he also did other things, like he did jogging, and he was quite fit. He was a fit man, and he did a lot of running. And he's talking about a marathon. He ran a marathon as well. So Haley, gentleman sounds like my granddad. Her son David is my uncle who passed away. Okay, Haley, well, listen up, sweetheart. Right, he was a proud man, but he wasn't a man to put himself about and put himself out there big, and he was sort of kept himself to himself a little bit. And come on, sweetheart. he must have had something else wrong apart from the stroke, because he's stumbling over his words. So I don't know if he had a little bit of a stutter, or it was because of the stroke that he couldn't get his words out properly towards the end. And he's telling me that he passed quietly. So whether he was on his own or not, I don't know. But he was at home and he just passed away. I don't know if he was sat in his chair or in bed, but he just went. They just come and took him to spirit. But he says he's happier now because he's out of pain, sweetheart, if you can understand that. You'd also understand somebody who's, excuse me, I've got a thing in the throat now. Somebody who's got a problem with the car. I know that Tony and Jean have said about a car, but this has got a problem with the car as well. And also, we've got somebody that's just joined him, another gentleman who had a motorbike. And because he's come dressed all in leathers. Okay. Anything else, sweetheart? He liked a pint. He liked to go and have a beer. He wasn't a big drinker. He only had a couple, 2, maybe 3 at the most. But he did love his family, and he was hardworking, and he worked with his hands. He's not telling me what he's doing, but he worked with his hands. So if you can take all that, Hayley, you know, that's... And come on then, what else is there, darling? He wants to send all his love to you, sweetheart. And he just wants to let you know that he's with you and he watches you. And he comes in visitation as well. And you've seen shadows, and it's this gentleman. And that's all he's got for me. So I'll leave you with that, sweetheart. Thank you for working with me. God bless.
Thank you,
Brilliant.
Irene. Can I
Yeah.
just give
Yeah.
you this young lad, please? Because I've got a young lad. I know he's a young gentleman that went to spirit. I know how we went to spirit, but I'm not putting it out on here. Okay.
Right.
But
Yep.
these reasons, it was only a young energy, not very old. I'd probably go 20s, 30s, somewhere around there. But he's coming in at the moment because he's concerned for someone. I'm going to be really careful. Someone down on the earth plane, what is going slightly same way, if I can put it like that. I'm trying to go really careful, but there's some concerns, and he is saying this is where somebody needs to step in. Now that is all. I'm not saying, oh God, just don't, it's really difficult. I know it's only been in spirit a few years. I'm not going way with this, but there's some concerns that somebody on the earth plane is doing what he did. That sounds better, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he doesn't want that to happen. He's saying if somebody could just help and step in now. It's nobody's fault or anything. It's what happens. But
Oh, she's gone. Oh, bless her.
it's funny because I had a similar connection. I'll just give her a couple of minutes to see if she manages to get back on.
Yeah.
Sheridan actually can take that as well.
Yeah.
sorry about this.
Is she?
Not your fault, Jean.
I don't know what's up with we did well the other day, but please, I'm not going into it because it's nobody else's business.
Sheridan can.
Right, Sheridan, if you can understand it, sweetheart, because I'm not going into it any deeper than what I've just said. But
Yeah.
they do need that little bit of support, darling. All right. And can I just say that Nan says hiya? I've got a Nan what's just saying hello. I'm saying hiya, but she's saying hello. All right, and she's a Nan. But the other, I'm going to leave it there if that's okay.
Yeah.
I've got across
No,
what needed to be said.
Yes. I have. I don't know if it's the same young chap that Jean had, but I have a gentleman that's coming through that chose his time to transition, and he's giving me much the same information that Jean's just given you, actually, that somebody connected around and about is in quite a difficult place, and that they feel a little bit lost. What I'm getting from this young man is just do what you can, but Nobody can. You can't force the issue. Just be there to listen and support
And not blame
where
yourself.
it's needed.
Don't. You ain't got to
No,
blame anybody. Ain't got to
no.
blame themselves.
No, it's just one of those things. But if there is support that can be given, this guy knows that
Yeah.
you will where you can. Okay.
Sorry it come across like that,
I've
but
also,
I will leaving it. Sorry,
no,
Tony.
he's I was just working out how I was going to say it when you said, "Oh, I've got this young chap," but
Yeah.
I've been joined by an older gentleman, and I've got a very grandfatherly energy connected with him. I don't feel he's connected to the chap that the younger man. I'm not sure, but I don't feel he is. I feel this chap is here because somebody connected with him, a lady connected with him, earth side of life, is in need of healing at the moment. And I know this lady is saying she's okay, this guy could be quite colourful and fruity with his language. He says she's like she's like a yo-yo. She's in and out and in and out and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. So there's a lot of tests and retests and scans and x-rays and things connected around her at the moment. I feel this could be either wife or sister or something, but I know she's in need of support at the moment. And Spirit are giving as much healing as well. I want 5 connected to a family. That can be mum and dad and 3, or a single parent and 4. But there's 5 connected to a family that he wants to acknowledge, and he wants to acknowledge that's very specific. A silver wedding anniversary. So I don't know if it would have been his or if there's somebody here who's got a silver wedding anniversary. But that's 25 years, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
been here. Got mine.
And mine.
So I've got to acknowledge the silver wedding anniversary as well. Sheridan, you're saying yes to that. Okay, lovely, no problem. Okay. A lady wants to acknowledge her engagement ring because I've got to I'm playing with my engagement ring. So a lady's acknowledging her engagement ring here, but she's also acknowledging a locket or a cross or crucifix. But I've got the necklace as well that she wants to acknowledge. All right, Sheridan, I'll leave it there for now because you've had the message and you've had the bulk of what was needed to be said from Jean as well. So I will leave their love with you and say God bless and thank you for allowing me to work with your family.
Yeah.
Oh, it was lovely.
It was just difficult how to bring it across, weren't it?
Oh yeah, really nice chap though. Really nice. Both of them
They
were
were
really
lovely.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Irene, over to you, love.
Have you got
Right. Well, Haley's put on that message I gave that she acknowledged wasn't for her at all. If you look up it, and it was a message.
Yeah,
before,
she said
so
it was the previous message that she was acknowledging. I hadn't realised. I thought that was a new.
yeah, I did
comment.
as well. Never mind, not to worry.
It'll have been for somebody and they'll have taken it.
Hope so. Yeah, I've got a lady that's stepping forward, and she's a lovely lady. She's not very. It's all little tonight. She's not very big, bless her, and she was very, very slim as well. And it's she had white hair when she passed, and she was in a lot of pain with her feet. Bless her, she couldn't walk much because she had sore feet. She's telling me, and she's come on, sweetheart. She wants to acknowledge somebody that's down here on the earth plane and say thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me. So I don't know how she was helped, and but she was supported by family until she had to go into hospital. Well, it was more like a respite hospice, more like than a hospital. You say it's your mum, Deborah. Okay, sweetheart. Listening then, darling. Thank you. Right. And she wants to say that she's now out of pain, sweetheart, and she can walk properly, bless her, because she's had this problem with the feet where she couldn't walk, and she had swollen ankles, and she went into care. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you very much, darling. And she's talking about having swollen ankles. I don't know if that was water retention or what, but she said that you must have felt guilty before when she went in the care home, sweetheart, because she says, don't feel guilty. It was the best thing you did for me because I wasn't on my own and I had people who knew how to look after me properly. So please don't feel guilty, Deborah, okay? But she wants to acknowledge all the love she has for you, sweetheart, and she thanks you so much for all the help you gave her and all what you did for her, because you helped her keep her dignity, and that was important to her. She's such a gentle soul, bless her. She's lovely. And she just wants to acknowledge as well the fact that she left you some bits and pieces. She's not saying exactly what, she's just saying bits and pieces, but she's touching my wedding ring, so I'm sure there'll be jewellery in there somewhere, sweetheart, okay? And she says, will you please look after yourself because things are not quite right with you at the moment, darling, okay? She's acknowledging that you're just not right, and she just wants to acknowledge the fact that she is around you and she's come to bring you some comfort and to try and help you if she can. So don't be surprised if you see her, if you haven't seen her already, okay? She's bringing in a memory link of sitting with you and having a cup of tea and a chat at the table. And she's also giving me a book. I don't know what it is, but she's bringing this book in. So I don't know if she was a reader or you read, but she's just bringing this book in. Apparently it was a favourite, she's saying. She's not telling me what it's called. And have you had something wrong with your glasses? Because she wants to take mine off and try and fix them. I've told her that she can't, but she keeps moving my glasses. And she says, will you get them fixed or get some new ones, sweetheart? Okay. And some new shoes. There's something wrong with your shoes, but you've got to look after your feet, sweetheart, because she had a lot of problems with hers. Anything else, darling? She's putting a shawl around your shoulders, sweetheart. One of those nice big pashmina type shawls to keep you warm. So you must have, oh, you want some new shoes. Right, okay, well, that's why she's mentioned the shoes. But she's going like this on my shoulders. So you must get a cold neck or cold arms or shoulders, because she's giving you this beautiful shawl to put around you to keep you warm, bless her. Anything else, sweetheart? She wants to, somebody must, I don't know if it was this lady, but somebody must have had a little tipple at night time before she went to bed, because she's giving me a small liqueur glass, and I don't know what's in it. It could be, no, if it was sherry to be in a schooner. It's either a drop of whiskey or a drop of brandy or something like that, and just to keep the cold out, and to help her sleep, okay? And chocolate cake. I've got to give you a chocolate cake, Deborah, from her. Okay, and she's just giving you all pearls. Have you got her pearls? Because she's trying to put a string of pearls around my neck. Okay, so you must know where they are. And she says, that's all I've come to say. I just wanted to let her know that I was okay now. And so she's saying good night and God bless to you, Deborah. Thank you so much for working with me, darling.
Randy, apparently.
Randy.
Brandy.
Yeah.
Oh, she hasn't got pearls.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, Right. Well, that's okay. You can take everything else, sweetheart. You can take everything else.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Jean?
I've got a beautiful little kiddie, I've got to say.
Oh,
Absolutely beautiful. And I know it's a little girl before people say, is it a boy? No, it's a girl. Can't change sex. No, but people think, don't they? It's a little girl. I know that she went to Spirit young through and it was an illness. Okay, and I feel this little girl, where she's coming across because we're finding it a bit hard to communicate, which is about 10, somewhere around there. But she's making reference, I don't know if she had problems with the heart or something like that, because she's saying it's all better now. It's all better. And she's wanting to get, I don't know if it's mummy and daddy or whoever can understand this little girl. I hope they're on here, because she's so much fun and laughter, because she's saying, I know there's things that I'm doing in the house. So I know this little girl's actually going around the house and moving things and playing around with things. And they must have got a pet as well, because she's saying that it's got to be a dog, keeps looking at me, keeps coming and looking at me. Can anybody understand a little girl like this, please? I would say about 10. I could be wrong with age. She could be small for her age. Got lovely wavy hair, dark.
Oh.
And said something about, she's rubbing a little chest, and she's, I'm all better now. So I don't know if it's something to do with the heart.
Yeah, it could be heart or lungs.
Yeah, because she says,
Yeah.
I'm better, but she's rubbing here. Is there anyone who, I don't want to push this little girl onto anybody, but she's here. She could have just come through because we're open, and she's just, but I know she's here with the family or some friends, because she's saying that I do move things within the home. So I know this thing's what's getting moved. Right, you lost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So that would make her 10
So she
now
would be
then, wouldn't
10
it?
now.
Yeah.
She would be 10 now.
Yeah.
Right. That still could fit then.
And her heart hadn't. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel she says I'm fixed. But can you understand then, sweetheart, where the things would have been moved around your home and you would have put things down and then gone for it and it not being moved or things like this? You can hear her shouting you, because she's just saying, I'm here, I'm just letting them know. But can you understand where the dog is then, darling? Because she's saying that the dog looks at me, so she knows there's a dog, whether it be yours or not, but she knows there's a dog and it looks at her. So there's something to do with that as well, sweetheart. Oh, I've got to say, she's just a little gem. This little girl's just a little gem. But she's just around and she says, I ain't, you've got 2 dogs, right? Then she mentioned one, darling, so unless one's more noticeable with her than the other, I don't know. But I know you'll have a memory box, because she's talking about a memory box. But I do know she's also mentioning a teddy, darling. So I know there's a teddy, which would have been given, or something to do with that, with this little girl. But I know I said telly when I should have said telly, but she's making me laugh because she's just said yeah, and I've touched that as well. That's right. But she's just said, darling, if you hadn't noticed your telly, because she's took me back now, watch your telly, because she's just said, I can play with it. So she knows she can play with your telly. So just watch. It might change channels on its own. Bless her. She's gonna, can I just say, she's come through now, so just watch things in your own, darling, because she's going to be messing about with things. Because she says, I can now. Right, she's gonna, right, you get those little ones what's a bit cheeky when they get older. I can do it now. That type of person.
Bless.
And she thinks it's good because she can do it now. So just watch, darling, where she comes down. Oh, and just the last thing, darling, I don't know if you've heard of bouncing on the bed, because she's just said, I can bounce on the bed. So she's been bouncing on your bed or a bed within the bedroom, darling. So she thinks it's a trampoline. All right, so she's bouncing on the bed and she's just laughing. She's laughing because she's bouncing on bed and she thinks it's so funny. So, oh, bless you. Well, look, I've just given you this. She's with you, darling. She's with you. She's not gone far, I tell you. And she's telling me Lisa, and I don't think Lisa's her name, but she's mentioning Lisa. So I don't know if you can understand Lisa as well, darling, as a friend or somewhere within the family, because she's talking about that.
Covers get disturbed all the time.
Only she's a right little one, but she's so cute. She really is.
Live wire.
Yeah, she is. But she's not gone. Yeah, you might not see her in body, but she's there in spirit. Yeah, I can take that. She's a friend. That's fine, darling. She just mentioned Lisa. Okay. And I don't know if it's your Nan, darling, but she says, I'm with Nan. I'm with Nan. So I know that there's a Nan in spirit, sweetheart, because she's just said that. I'm with Nan. Okay. She's all right. Wait a minute. I don't know my flowers. Can I just say, she just give me a cupcake. I said, I don't know my flowers, so she gave me a cupcake.
Oh,
I'll have
bless
it.
her. Yeah, I'll have it too.
She was showing me
shared
flowers.
flowers.
She just showed me a flower and I said, I don't know, so she gave me a cupcake. Yes, darling. Can I give you a cupcake? I'm sorry, I was just saying I didn't know flowers, so she gave me a cupcake instead. So I'm going to leave you with this little girl's cupcake, all right? And I know somebody would have made them or like them. Can I just say as well, I've got the month of July, which is important, sweetheart. Thank you. July as a birthday, darling. And I've also got a passing within the month of July as well, towards the end. Okay. And I've got, all right, 21st of the month means something as well. All right. I'm going to leave this little one's love with you, Nan's love with you, and say just thank you for letting me meet her because she's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, she sounds
Sorry.
lovely.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, bless her.
Bouncing on bed.
Jessa, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
I'm not going to do another one because my
It's time anyway, Tony.
Yeah, it
So,
is. It's
8 o'clock.
Yeah. So I am sorry, but
You've got to
it's
rest,
really got
Tony.
me worn out. So, like I said, Monday, out with Michael, so there won't be service Monday. I'm with SPTV on Saturday. Tomorrow. So 8 o'clock. So if anybody's around, please have a watch. You're at a Mind, Body and Spirit.
Yeah, I'm at Balls Over Mind, Body and Spirit show on Saturday and Sunday, 10 till 4.
If anybody's in that area, pop and see
please come along and
say hello.
Say hello. I'm doing some readings.
If anybody's at Wath Rainbow, I shall be there. Yes.
One till
whatever.
yeah.
Sunday, Thurcroft, it is Pat Brown. That starts at 7. If anybody'd like to come along and see Pat, she's you're more than welcome. It's £3.
£3. You get tea and coffee and biscuit.
Oh yes, you get your tea, coffee, and biscuits. Yes,
you do, and a pound a raffle.
And no 50p.
50p a raffle. Sorry, yes.
50p a raffle. Got some nice raffle prizes.
And then on Monday we are at Kirkby in Ashfield Spiritualist Church. This is a new one for me. I haven't done it before, but that's where.
Nice to meet you, Andrea, as well.
Yep. So.
Lovely.
So we will be back here on Wednesday.
We'll be back here Wednesday.
Because Tuesday I'm going to the seaside again.
Lovely. Well, okay. Thank you everybody for your time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for continuing to join us every time we're on. It's wonderful. It really is wonderful. So I will say good night and God bless, and I will ask these lovely ladies to do the prayer and night song.
You're more than welcome, Jess, darling. You're more than welcome.
Can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you once again for a beautiful service. Thank you for allowing our loved ones to come through with such beautiful messages of love and of life everlasting. Could we ask for healing to go out into the world, Lord, to the animal kingdom and to our wonderful Mother Earth? and to all the war-torn countries, that they bring peace. And could I also ask for a guardian angel to be with each and every one of you until we meet again? Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Good night and God bless. May the Lord keep you safe, everybody.
Night,
Good night,
everybody. Keep
everybody. God
safe.
bless. Stay safe.